nation. Come, vote for Michael, vote for Michael, vote for Michael Lashley. Vote for Michael, vote for Michael, vote for Michael Lashley. Yes, the Bridgetown massive, they're ready. And the Uptown massive, they're ready. Yes, the downtown massive, they're ready. You don't know my...
Oh, Lord.
Good night, good night. Good night. Good night to my family. Good night again to my city family. And good night to the Barbados Labour Party family. Lord, look at the people. Well, Lord, look at the people. Down here, people down here, boy, like, I can't say that word. Yeah, boy, whoa. A lot of people down here. And you know what this means? This means victory. And it also means victory in the city. Vote for Michael, vote for Michael, vote for Michael. Vote for Michael, vote for Michael, vote for Michael. I come here tonight to speak to my family in this city. And I speak tonight because tonight is an important night. It is an important night that manifests the government's commitment to the people of Barbados. And it manifests the government's commitment to the people of the city. And I must say that I read this manifesto very briefly. I look at the important points of it. And I'm satisfied that this manifesto is the way forward for Barbados. You know, I always thought that James Paul was foolish. But after the statement he made here, he got real sense. So he tell the people, vote for the Barbados Labour Party. So he's no longer ignorant. He got sense. So our job, the job is finished. But I come to you to speak to you about my vision for this city. And my vision for this city is to ensure that Bridgetown is a livable space. A space for the people to exist in. And at the same time, enhancing development and promoting development. And my view is that people of the city should always be at the center of development. Any development that takes place in the city. My vision for the city is also to engage in programs to protect the poor, to protect the vulnerable, to protect those who are disabled, to protect the young, and to protect the elderly. And that is my vision. My further vision is to facilitate business development, and that the government, through its policies, will facilitate business development. And indeed, my vision, further vision, is to engage with all those social groups all of the religious organizations, so that we can meet together and have a common purpose. And the common purpose is for the benefit of the city. It is my view that we must build stronger communities throughout this constituency. A stronger community comes to a stronger Barbados and a safer Barbados. I say that to you. And it must always be buttressed with the point that people must be at the center of development in this city. I have canvassed this constituency, and I recognize the quality of the housing stock. The fact that people are living in dilapidated conditions. The fact that people need house repairs. And sometimes they walk away and they say to myself, when they look at the history, that we have come through the Housing Authority, we have come through National Housing Corporation, we have come through Urban Development Corporation, and they know full well that this government will make sure that those agencies will be fit for the purpose to ensure that we improve the lot and the quality of the housing stock in the city. And when we approach housing in this constituency, I always say that there are 4 categories that we have to touch upon. 1, there are people who are squatting on lands. 2, there are people that are renting. And 3, there are people who are living on lands without title for a number of years. And we have to tailor our housing policy to treat to those categories. We have too many people living at the whims and fancies of landlords. We have people living in rooms. That is not the Barbados we want. That is not the Barbados we want. We have people who are living in conditions and being subject to the eviction notices. And anytime, a landlord could go to a lawyer and place an eviction notice on them, and it falls to the burden of the state. And I'm saying that the Barbados Labour Party housing program, I know for a fact, will be tailored to meet the needs of the city. I want to say to you that the government, they have decided that we will start an infilling program. Only recently they went out to Wellington Street and they see a plot of land. And they said to myself, that land can be utilized for infilling program so that we can move those persons out of squalor, out of the conditions that they're living in, and move them into that house. I must say, I ain't in my constituency here.
Oh, Lord.
I gotta treat this like a court. Only the judge can stop me. Yes. Let me speak to my people. You are my people too. Well, let me speak to my people. I have a shirt for you. You are my people. From every sense. Thank you for your support. Thank you. I know you come from St. Philip, St. Joseph, cross up. You cross up and come back here. But let me say it to you. I want to say it to you that the transfer of title in the urban corridor is important. And I'm saying to you that this government will commit itself to ensure that the transfer of titles in the urban corridor, that those conveyances get into the hands of the people of the city that need them. And I can say to you that there's a vesting bill laid in Parliament that will ensure those persons living in housing units will be able to get those units and the transfer of those titles of units easier. That is a government that cares about people. That is a government with vision. Clap for that, no? And I'm so concerned about the housing in the city that I can tell you that in this manifesto, I identify that the government has committed itself to building housing units in Mason Hall Street. 84 units to host the people. To host the people of the city. I might be a little presumptuous to say that all the units can go to the city. But I want to say that I hope that the majority go to the people in the city. So we have the housing units and we have the infilling programs. And I also want to say to you that the government has committed itself to what we call the Urban Transformation Fund. That fund will be funded by millions of dollars to ensure that the people in the city benefit from transformation and urban transformation. I want to say that to you. Clap for that too. And that is to improve conditions, improve the lives of people, and improve the lives of the people in the city and those in the urban corridor. Further, I also want to say to you, as I said before, any development in town, I want to say it, the Pierhead Project, the Exim Bank Project, the Hyatt Project. And I'm saying to you that when these projects come to town, that the people in the city must benefit from those projects too, in terms of employment before and after the project. So don't think that they can employ us and then let us go. We want employment too when they finish. And I will be advocating for that. I will be advocating for that too. And I have your back, and you have my back too. But what is also important to that is that the government has amended the law in 2019. I believe it was the Town Planning Act that was transformed, and that act ensured we call planning obligation. I have been informed that the Exim Bank has assured the government that they will put $7 million in a fund to ensure that the social and physical infrastructure in the city redounds to the benefit of the people in the city. I also want to say to you, I have also been instructed to that the Hyatt wants to get off the ground, that they have pledged $2 million in their fund to help you transform your lives, to help you, to lift you up, to uplift you. That is what you call vision. That is what you call development. I know see why J.S. Paul said what he said.
Oh Lord.
We ain't had a choice. You know what, it reminds me of? J.S. Paul reminds me of a man that the police will pick him up. And even before the police ask you a question, he will give a voluntary confession.
Oh Lord.
So it was a voluntary confession on his behalf. So I want to say to you the benefits of the planning obligations law is for you. So don't let anybody say to you that the people coming and taking up this and building and taking up people's land. They are duty bound under law now to bring money and to put money in a fund to help you. And I will be advocating, I will be policing it, I will be going behind it, I will be checking behind it to make sure it happens for you, the people of this city. I know you're all behind me. And come the 11th, I want you all in front of me. Let me march up to the Labour Party headquarters. But you know, I recognize behind there too, we have the London-born Community Centre. And I'm so glad for that. And the government has committed itself to building these community projects to ensure that young men and women have an opportunity to go and showcase their skills, go there and go to lessons. We can do some work in there to uplift the people so that we can get young men and women engaged in positive programs in the city. because they always classify the city as a ghetto. And that is something I want out of the vocabulary of every single Barbadian in this country. That is my remit. Yes, I will talk my talk. Nobody can stop me. I want to say tonight to you that I am committed to ensure that they improve lighting, improve in terms of the sanitation and picking up garbage, drainage. And you know what? I went down there to Chapman Lane, to the canal. And I recognize that the young men down there said before, we used to clean this canal. But if you're speaking about empowering young men, let us get a team together. Let us approach the government and let us set a program so that these young men and women will have something meaningful to do and they can help themselves and be satisfied and obviously have some money in that fund for them. Yes. Tell me 2 minutes now. Tell me 2 minutes. But I can listen to you. I was asked tonight to speak about the modernization of the criminal justice system. And I want to say to you that this manifesto commits itself to improve the criminal justice system in this country. The reason I say that, because the philosophy behind the criminal justice system is to ensure that there's fairness, to ensure that people have a speedy trial, to ensure that people do not sit on remand for 8, 6, or 7, or 10 years. And I want to say to you that since the Barbados Labour Party came into power, that we have serious consultations with all the stakeholders in this country in terms of advancing the criminal justice system. And you must clap for that. The government has made a commitment to increase the judges on the criminal bench. And I'm saying to you that that has started now actually improving and enhancing delivery of justice in this country. And you must clap for that too. I want to say to you, good night, good night. Thank you very much, good night, good night. I want to say to you, before I leave this stage, that I'm committed to the people of the city. I'm committed to the people of Barbados. I'm committed to the Barbados Labour Party. And I want to say it to you, come February 11th, I want to hear Lashley, 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 Lashley. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, Lord.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. My people, I call them the jury.
Vote for Michael, vote for
Here's the jury.
Lash.
Good night. Thank you.
Vote for Michael, vote for Michael, vote for Michael Lash. Lily, calling the bossy poor people governor. Man with the plan for each and every one. Michael is ready for your situation. Come everybody join hand in hand. Barbados Labour Party winning this election.